Lucy Letby, a neonatal nurse at Countess of Chester Hospital, was convicted of murdering 7 babies and attempting to murder 6 others. Her case exposed critical failures within the hospital, which delayed investigating the allegations against her and hindered attempts to protect vulnerable infants. The beginning of concerns. The first signs that something was amiss came in June 2015, when 3 babies died unexpectedly within 2 weeks. Dr. Stephen Breary, the lead consultant of the neonatal unit, noticed that Letby had been on duty for all 3 deaths. Initially, he and other medical staff didn't suspect foul play, but by October 2015, after 2 more baby deaths with Letby present, Dr. Breary became suspicious. Despite his concerns, the hospital's response was slow, and Letby continued to work on the unit. Delayed response and management failures. Dr. Breary and other consultants raised alarms, but their concerns were largely ignored by hospital management. In October 2015, he contacted senior figures including Irian Powell, the unit manager, and Alison Kelly, the director of nursing. However, Powell dismissed the idea of a connection between Letby and the deaths, calling the association unfortunate. This dismissal continued as other babies under Letby's care suffered unexplained medical emergencies. By March 2016, Dr. Breary had written a letter demanding urgent action, but it took until May for him to secure a meeting with hospital leadership. Unfortunately, management downplayed the situation, with Dr. Breary recalling that the response from senior figures like Ian Harvey and Alison Kelly was passive. They allowed Letby to continue working, despite the growing list of troubling incidents. The tipping point. In June 2016, after 2 premature triplets died suddenly while Letby was on duty, Dr. Breary demanded her removal from the unit. This time, the hospital's response was to refuse. Another baby, known as Baby Q, nearly died the following day. Yet Letby continued working until she was finally moved to a different department, the Risk and Patient Safety Office, where she still had access to sensitive documents. Despite her reassignment, she was never suspended. At this point, senior staff finally discussed the possibility of involving external authorities, including the police. However, hospital management was reluctant, fearing damage to the institution's reputation. When consultants again pushed for a police investigation, they were told by the head of corporate affairs that involving the police would be catastrophic for the hospital. Pressure for police involvement. It wasn't until January 2017, after continued pressure from consultants, that the hospital board agreed to involve the police. By then, Letby had been moved to the Risk and Patient Safety Office, and further deaths occurred on her shifts. In March 2017, Letby was finally removed from the hospital, but it wasn't until after consultants took their concerns to the police that an investigation was launched, leading to Letby's eventual arrest. Evidence and investigation. Dr. Breary played a key role in assisting police during their investigation. While reviewing medical records in 2018, he discovered an abnormal insulin reading in a blood test for one of the babies who had died. This reading indicated that the insulin had been administered, suggesting intentional poisoning. This discovery, which had been missed during the initial hospital investigation, confirmed that a serial killer was likely at work. The aftermath. Letby was arrested in 2018 and, after a lengthy investigation, was convicted in 2023 for 7 murders and 7 attempted murders. The case revealed a deeply troubling pattern of negligence by the hospital. Senior figures, including then CEO Tony Chambers and Medical Director Ian Harvey, have been criticised for failing to act promptly on concerns and for attempting to suppress investigations that could tarnish the hospital's reputation. As a result, Letby was able to continue her deadly actions for over a year before the full extent of her crimes was uncovered. Dr. Breary, along with his colleagues, faced intense pressure from hospital management to apologise to Letby, with some consultants even being ordered to attend mediation sessions with her. Despite these efforts to silence them, the consultants persevered, and their persistence ultimately led to a police investigation and the eventual arrest of Letby. The response and legacy. In the years following Letby's conviction, the hospital has faced intense scrutiny. The management's failure to investigate early warnings, delay in involving the police, and their attempts to protect the institution's image over patient safety have left lasting questions about oversight in healthcare. The hospital now operates under new management, and the neonatal unit has implemented changes to ensure better care for vulnerable babies.